People are saying mistletoe. Okay, I thought it was pine. But mistletoe makes sense too. Because I think mistletoe is also poisonous. And the only reason why I know that is from, what was it? Batman Returns? I think it's the cheeky thing Catwoman tells Batman while they're in the midst of brawling. What is this? A bridge? Can I knock it over?
Face. A mask. What is it? What does it see? Get closer.
In the face of progress, you go the opposite direction, unless so. Nope, nope. That way is not viable.
You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua?
Well, I suppose there's only one way. Now, will this mask bring back the bridge? It seems to be pointed that way. Oh, and there's one of those doors.
You want to see what the mask sees?
No, she doesn't. Don't look through it.
You're curious.
What other choice does she have? The other bridge is down. That bridge is raised. You have to go to the other side of the building in order to lower it.
Gods, the mask is here to watch you fail again.
Levitating? It is. Do I have to view it from this vantage point?
To see what the mask sees.
Stay back, don't touch it.
You're curious. Focus. Focus.
I see the bridge.
Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same.
Different.
It's another world. It's
Oh, wow.
lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay?
Let's stay here.
I like the way it feels.
It's safe here.
They're asking if we can stay.
It's light here.
It's nice.
No, it is beautiful. So I suppose we look one way or the other to shift between the worlds, the different versions of the world.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Oh, what's this? Is this a rune? On a gong of some sort?
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son.
I've heard this one before.
One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Yep. So he's the one that finds the one thing that people had forgot to ask. Nope. Too heavy, needs to be opened from the other side. And yeah, so we weren't going in order. So that one world, yeah, these are the different worlds. So I must have gone out of order. That first world is probably that one. It looks like this one will have a number. Yeah, because this is one of those parts of the game where you have a lot of diverging paths depending on which world you choose to go to, which shard of the sword.
Dillion is in there.
Don't forget.
You can feel he's in there.
You can feel his presence.
You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion.
Yep.
He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
He cares about you.
You can feel he's open the gate.
She can't.
Open the gate. It's
Ah,
locked.
they're chained.
Try harder.
She can't. The gate. She can't.
She can't.
She will. She'll find a way. She always
I'm worried about getting this here immediately because I want to find out how to get to that other side first. But maybe I do have to go through the door in order to get to the other side. Open up the gates. I think what I'll do is I'll try to see what happens when the mask gets turned back. Is it really just blue world? Yeah, the blue rainy world versus the verdant one. And there are the gates in ruin. Oh, wait, was there really no way to go? Oh, I should have lowered the bridge. Okay. This will be the way to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the other side, lower the bridge, get back, and then go back to the blue realm where that gate no longer exists, where it's been torn down. Here we go. Lowering this. Great. So now I'll view through the mask. Go back to the morose world. And now that the bridge is opened, be able to venture through. I always love it when they have the
Gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's
parallel
dangerous.
world
Right.
What's behind the gate?
where you can only interact with one thing versus another.
Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him
Go through.
before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Slip away too
Oh,
many
he's
times.
in the cage.
Let him disappear.
Dillion, there he is.
Quick.
But the tree is there. Unless I can get this aside.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the glue. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Oh dear. Oh dear is right. Don't you know that
Do you think she remembers
when you
him?
have a secret weakness, you don't go about telling it to someone else? And in this case, it was the mother, obviously. Reminds me of Achilles or Samson, the people that had been betrayed by those they loved to divulge.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within.
Divulge information about what their weakness was, whether it be their ankle or their hair, or in this case, mistletoe.
Dillion saved you from them.
Dillion saved you from them. From her father? From her parents? But she loved her mother. Though they never...
You can't go up
You
there.
can't go
Does
up
it
there.
not in
Like to
this
be in love. Not
Not in this world, because it's chained. Well, can I at least unlock this door from within? Yes, I can. I'm sort of side shimming down the stairs. Oh no!
Do you remember what it was to touch him? Dillion saved you from them.
Okay.
Senua.
Oh, a face.
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
I noticed that with each vision of her mother, it keeps getting more and more realistic.
Remember Dillion?
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Anything down below? Not that I see. I had already gotten this one. I think there might be more runes in the dark world, but I just always want to make sure.
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
Could she trust him? Interesting question. Nah, too
Do you
much.
remember what it was to touch him?
Love all the voices in this game. The kind of insights that they give. Whether it be into Senua's mind or about her past. About the environment. Things around them. Be peculiar to have a multitude of that nature, though. Okay, so the ways are open. But I'm reluctant to... Oh, yep. What am I doing? I forgot completely about that. I'm gonna go around here, run around the front, and then go through that back door.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it. The curse cannot be undone.
I keep mentioning this curse. Was she just cursed with these visions? With these voices? Was it something else? Was that why her father locked her away and her mother attempted to train her?
You killed him. He couldn't see the darkness within you.
Everything is broken in me.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Killed him with her love because he believed
Look
in
what
you.
happens to the things you love.
Aw. I'm still apprehensive about solving that rune. There are still so many so many new things I want to accomplish.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys them.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
I don't think I see anything more there. And there really is nothing above. Maybe I just need to progress. Because I need to get within these walls and reach that door when it is dark. Okay then. Looks like I just have to progress. Hopefully there's more upstairs.
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
Ooh, creepy. I wonder where that rune will be. Will it be one of
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Wait, they do?
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you, and it tortures Dillian.
I don't think it's anywhere around here.
She thought she had light within her when she was only the...
She is pure darkness.
They keep mentioning her father. Did he have something to do with
Dillian's
Dillian's
in the
death?
tower.
He's there.
Maybe out one of these windows, or somewhere in here. Where could the rune be? In the windows, maybe. Those one.
He was the only one that really loved her.
He did love her.
Not up there.
He's
Is it the
reason
light?
she's alive at all.
Oh, maybe that. No, I need to get the blocks in where. There we go. There's the rune.
It's hidden. Look. Senua. You've got it.
Dillian undoes the curse. Why
Does
isn't
it
he
feel
here?
like to feel a love so strong?
He's gone. He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
Bet he did. That's definitely a reason to love. When someone does value you for who you are, helps you become the best you can be. Overlooks what might make you seem strange or peculiar to others. Help you overcome things. Not shun you or seek to alienate or harm you.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
is this it? He'll probably flee as soon as we get inside, but...
It's all your fault.
You're cursed.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Oh, that's interesting. There's another one of those staircases.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe
Guilty.
and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder.
Was it worth it?
The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Ew. So of course Loki deceives someone else and convinces them to take part, and I just think it's grisly that all the gods participated in this kind of sport to begin
Didn't she
with.
listen to her father? She thought she could defy her father.
Be horrible to be an invincible person, an invincible god, and then yeah, we might have to be in the light world in order for this to be rebuilt, or do I have to just focus?
And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
Nah, I probably need to be in the light world for this. But the tree's in the way. Backtrack again! Yeah, so I just can't believe that the gods would participate in that. Like, why is it fun to attempt to harm or maim someone that is invincible? Just for laughs? I can't imagine what Balder felt, having his friends, family do this to him on a daily basis. Because inevitably, there would be someone, now probably not as deceptive as Loki, who would have accidentally happened upon the mistletoe and probably slain him. Wait, what? It's gone? I thought I'd be able to go back in and have the revive the shattered stair or something, but it looks like I have to go back. No. I was on the right track lining it up. Yeah, I suppose I just didn't try hard enough, or tried it at enough angles. Because it seemed like it was there, but with this mechanic of being able to switch between one world and another, I thought, well, maybe. But then it is true. By switching to the light world, it fixed the stairway regardless, so then it would make going to it redundant, or fixing the shattered stair wouldn't even be a necessity because it's already fixed in the gold world.
Kill the things that are most precious to you.
Oh. Wanderer is... Wait, why am I doing this again? Bleh. So, Wanderer is saying is so that he could feel something. That he actually welcomed it. At least that was the God of War version. Yeah, that was right. God of War explored Greek mythology and then they went to Norse mythology for their most recent game.
Things in love.
Why am I going around? I'm starting to zone out. This will probably be the last world I complete before turning in for the night. And then I will finish the other 3 components of the tree later. Because it is almost 1 o'clock here. Let's see. Just a little bit more.
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Or is there
Why
another
didn't you listen to him?
piece
His
I
love has
need?
tortured you, and it tortures Dillian.
Back up. Back in. Come on, column.
Your curse is played. Poor Dillian.
No, that's too
Do you
tall.
know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, there are all these fragments, and I wish I could bring them back into place. But it seems like the best way to do so is to bring it all in line. Oh, there's a vibration in the
Doesn't
controller.
know who killed him,
Great.
but we do.
Oh, I suppose that's one way to do it. And I'm just checking 3 more rooms. Hopefully they're all up there. The gate is down entirely. And I suppose lock gates you wouldn't be able to alter the world and... Oh, another set of runes. So it's not over.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames.
You squashed
When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Cannot accept it, but what more can they do? Oh,
You have blood on your hands. You are guilty. Was it worth it?
was it worth it? Wait, what was that rumble? Oh, the
It's all
face.
your fault. It's all your fault. You're cursed.
I'm going to ignore you for a moment and just toodaloo upstairs, just to see what there might be. Wow, this looks ironclad. I
You
can
have no
lift it though.
chance for love now. Nobody will love you again. Ever again. You can.
He's down there. Waiting at the edge of the pier. At the other end of the door, probably. Well, I have 2 more runes left.
The curse is strangling you just like it strangled
Ah,
him.
but the other side. It's locked.
Nobody will love her. Can you remember what feels like?
Oh. I always wondered why they had these in buildings. It's peculiar. It's like a platform. Would they
You
put a
killed
fire
him
on
with
it?
your love because he believed in you.
Okay, well. I'll adjust this and see what's in the other world.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
You are guilty.
Do you remember the way he felt?
Was it worth it?
The interesting thing about this is They're asking, essentially, the love, how he made you feel at that time. Is it worth the pain and anguish that comes after? And
the only reason she's still alive.
I always found that a sad question to ask, because if you fear caring for someone because of the prospect of losing them, then there's so much more to lose than just that. Better to live in love and not at all? I don't know. Definitely one of those things that I had pondered.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
Okay, so that gets you to that brazier. That's the one door that I'd opened. Can I open the second door? Ooh! Another lore stone.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly Myst. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Of course she would be. He would want her to remain, well, he would want him to remain dead. Okay, now we've opened this up. What lies beyond there? Oh, it's when the bridge was whole. Granted, Helheim still looks to be the same. Still looks like an immense wolf. Oh, there's another bridge. I'll go grab that one too. Oh, that's chained. Wait. Do I have access to that? I'll have to run around the other side of the house.
He's the reason she's alive at all.
Oh, there's a rune. Well, now I'll know where one of them is when I have to fetch it again. Maybe I need to change the world.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind.
And there he is, or at least the apparition of him. This will give me access to that bridge.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
Right. Let's bring this back.
She thought that she knew best.
She thought she had light within her when she has only dark.
She is pure darkness.
I can't imagine how many lines they wrote for this game. Oh, is this the final rune? Yes, it is.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons, and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down,
Ugh.
and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Interesting.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
So if they blame Loki for tremors, does that mean that, at least for the Norse, Loki had been kept in chains until the modern day? Or at least their modern day?
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy him.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
Couldn't see the darkness within you.
Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, a rune? Around here. Oh, the bridge itself.
Wasting your time.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
These runes
You had that loved you.
you squashed it, strangled.
Like setting trials to distract the curse cannot be.
We've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
About Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? Dillian believed in you.
They're even questioning the necessity for her to take these trials. Oh, do I need to be on the other side for it? Oh, it's the opposite direction. Yes, of course. I'll need to go to the other side.
Do you remember this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Every trial is pointless, and there's another way.
Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
But what if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
What if they're a trick?
The gods were lying.
If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the real worlds.
The gods are but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language. You don't understand.
Zinbel
it.
was right.
You're wasting time.
You're cursed. Never succeed. Slow. Quicker.
Sorry if I'm quiet here and there. It's because the voices really are... I don't want to say like they're the star of the show, but they're the driving force for much of this narrative. So I kind of have to give pause and wait for them to say their pieces. Now, where is this? Oh. I just have to turn enough? Or do I need it to be another
Do you
time?
remember how he made you feel?
Oh, but it's not there at all.
He saw that she was strong.
It's right there, but is there a light or something else that I need instead?
Do you think she remembers him?
Oh, here.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute?
He saw who she really was. He saw the
What do you think she's doing? You're not special.
She thinks she They mean nothing.
Being special.
If anything, I think these voices are her insecurities.
The gods are just toying.
Playing
What if the gods are love?
messing with her.
It wouldn't be.
Be the first time. The curse.
And now the darkness is
Oh, a
swallowing
balance
you
beam
both.
test. Oh.
Dillian!
It's motioning to her. Come on. come on.
Very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Senua.
Druids, yes.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Don't breathe.
Come on, Senua. You're almost there.
It's not safe. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. Careful.
No,
Don't
she's
go
not.
down.
She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua.
Different perspectives.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I lived for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more.
Keep going.
There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
You're getting tired.
Can you do another one?
It's too much.
Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
It's interesting how they're all like, you're too tired. Do one more, please. They're encouraging me. However, it is 1 a.m. in the morning. And oh, as much as I would love to continue doing more of these, I should probably save the rest of this for tomorrow when I'm all rested and refreshed. I've really been enjoying the Norse mythology so far. Learning more about Senua's past, the relationship with her parents and Dillian, why she's going to such great lengths to bring him back, and whether or not this is all just some kind of folly of her imagination, or if she really is braving Helheim itself in order to bring back her love again.